Okay, time to talk to Gray.
What do you want?
What was your relationship with Nico?
I knew him, same as anyone else here.
I don't buy that. Victor told me he was instrumental in getting you this job.
Could be true. Strange world. Crazier things.
You and Nico were friends, weren't you?
Friends?
Yes?
I guess that doesn't matter now, does it?
I'd still like to know.
Fine. Then just give me a break. Alright, champ?
Fair enough.
There was a time when we were friends.
When was that?
Back when he was alive. Now beat it. Give me some empty space to stare through.
The log says that one additional person entered the lab the night Nico died.
I know. The question is, how do you know?
Police report. What I don't understand is why the police didn't follow up on it.
They did. Said it was a glitch.
Do you believe that?
What's it matter what I believe? It only matters what they believe.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
Nancy is asking a lot of questions that her cover probably wouldn't ask. Okay, so we want Gray to leave because we're going to watch a video. The video number, HLL, blah, 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 was in the trash on Mason's computer.
She's bypassing the security system. Interesting.
But this was 1023, and I think Nico's date of death was 1025.
That doesn't sound good. Ellie might want to know about this.
Yeah, is the coil on?
Hi.
Is the hall just outside the lab supposed to hum?
Nope.
Oh, great. Now we get to snoop through her stuff. This is what I've been waiting for. A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. Ah, okay. So this is Ellie's keycard number. Again, not the one we're looking for. We're looking for 185. And then she has a little clue here. Each set equals 21. That will be something for later. Maybe, unless it's right now, but
I need to find a way to play this.
We can play this in Nico's office. He has a little player thing. And I think this is a key for the photolithic, or the some lab in the lab. Oh, yes. And this is to get into the control booth, finally to get into the control booth of the Tesla coil. So it's a logic puzzle, of course. So we can get in there. Photo of someone. Some computer code. I don't know what the point of us looking at this is. Oh, also, I feel like her background is a hint for the next game, Ghosts of Thornton Hall, because that's in Savannah. And this photo looks very Savannah.
These could be useful.
Nance is just gonna casually steal these. Cool. Hey, cheer up, capital E. It can't be that bad. Okay, it can be that bad. I've been to Colorado, but on the bright side, I sent you a letter, see? You're holding it right now. Guess who just got her license? The answer is me. Madre and Padre were quite proud of the accomplishment, and then slightly less proud when I got into an accident 30 minutes later. For 30 minutes, I had a perfect driving record. It was glorious. How's your super secret deal thing going? Also, can you please get a job where we don't always have to talk in secret code about everything? I know you don't want to talk about all of this, but I'm desperate to know if whatever it is you're doing is going to pan out. I look forward to the day I can say, and this is my fabulously wealthy, yet brilliant and humble cousin Ellie. I have to get going, but I have one more thing to say. Those jokers in Colorado don't know what they're missing. I'm sorry that state's giving you a case of square peg syndrome, but it's not you, it's them. Anytime you get tired of life out there, you come home. I'll be waiting for you like we never skipped a beat. A hug and a high five, Rachel. Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but when I see Cousin Ellie, I think of Secret of Shadow Ranch, so that's kind of fun. Because Dave has a Cousin Ellie, and we end up looking at a letter from her a lot. Okay, I think that's everything that's in here. I don't think we can look at her books or anything else. So yeah, okay. Let's listen to Nico Diary 1. Eventually I am going to have to turn it back to day. There's just so much happening.
I need to find a way to fix this. I need to find a way to fix this.
Is it broken?
I need to find a way to fix this. I need to find a way to fix this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I can't remember this.
I need to find a way to fix this.
Clearly something that we haven't done yet. Okay, well, we can try to get in here.
I have the clues I need. Time to figure out the correct sequence.
Okay, so the yellow shape, so there's two things. First of all, we have to decide which color each shape is, and we have to decide the order to press them in. So the yellow shape is pressed after the purple one, the star is pressed sometime before the circle, the blue shape is pressed immediately before the green one, and sometime after the red one. The yellow shape is not the star or the second one pressed. The square is pressed sometime before the triangle, which is pressed sometime before the circle. The purple shape is pressed before the star, which is pressed before the triangle. The circle is neither red nor the last shape pressed. The diamond is pressed immediately after the blue shape, which is pressed sometime after the star. Okay, so first I'm going to try to figure out the colors. Okay, the yellow shape is pressed after the purple one. So we know that star is not yellow. And we also know the star is not purple. And, okay. And we also know the star is not blue. So that leaves green or red for star. We know that the circle is not red. And it's not pressed last. Okay, now that I'm doing this, I actually think I should figure out the order pressed first, because this, these hints have more clues about the order than the colors, so I'm gonna figure that out first. Okay. I think that the star is near the front of the order because it's before the circle. And it's the blue shape and the diamond are pressed after the star. And okay, what else? The square is pressed sometime before the triangle, which is pressed sometime before the circle. So square is also towards the front. So I think it starts with square and star. And then before the triangle. And the circle, we know the circle is not last. So it has to be triangle, circle, and then the last shape, which is diamond. So diamond is last. Okay, diamond is pressed immediately after the blue shape. Okay, so I think that the circle is blue. Because I think it's square, star, triangle, circle, diamond. So diamond is pressed immediately after the circle, which is blue. The blue circle is pressed sometime after the star. Okay. The purple shape is pressed before the star. Okay, so I think that is square. So purple is square. The yellow shape is pressed after the purple one. I think that this is... Wait, but it says star is not yellow. And it's not the second one, so... Okay. The purple shape is pressed before the star, which is pressed... Oh, wait. Star is pressed after the triangle? Oh, before. Star is pressed before the triangle. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, here we go. The blue shape is pressed immediately before the green one. So diamond is green. Diamond is green. And sometime after the red one. I think, okay, this is what I don't know. I know that star is either... Wait, what? Oh, I said earlier star is either red or purple, which means it's red, and then this one is yellow. Okay. Okay, so I think it's purple square, red star, yellow triangle, blue circle, green diamond. Okay. Okay. I don't think we want to turn that on. Ellie's notes on Tesla coil safety. Choose level, power on, charge power, engage system. Follow safety measures during tests. The machine is deadly. Do not exit control booth while high level tests are in progress. If on the floor during high level tests, stay in the Faraday cage. Use caution when exiting booth while low level tests are in progress. Always discharge capacitors before working on coils. So you can exit the booth if you're doing a low level test. 1028, safety systems reintegrated and confirmed working. Restarting testing tomorrow. Occasional surges observed. Source unknown. Testing on hold until source of problem confirmed. Cause of technical difficulty still undiagnosed, but gave required coil demonstration per Victor's demand. Okay, so the demo she did for me was regardless of the technical difficulties. Great. Some discrepancies in power levels still observed. When I came back after getting rid of that annoying assistant, parts were missing from Coil. Have to track them down again. What annoying assistant? Oh, okay. You can do a lightning rod. Okay, let's do a low test.
Wait, why isn't it working?
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
That coil is deadly. Mess with that again, I'll be the least of your worries. Get out!
Hmm?
What were you doing in the lab?
I had a hunch I needed to follow up on.
A hunch. I have a hunch. If you keep screwing around in the lab, you'll either end up fired or dead. Stay out of the lab!
Whoa. Victor is really mad. So immediately we go back to the lab. Okay. I'm actually not going to go back to the coil because, well, it's not working for some reason.
Time to replace the capacitors like Ryan's note in the book described.
This book? Yeah, okay. So this is step 1 of fixing the coil. I don't know if I want to do this right now, though. To lower voltage stress, we replace the old single cap with a multi-miniature capacitor matrix. MMC will charge only when there is no other cap of a similar color rating in the same row or column or along any diagonal. Brian replaced part in spark gap with one made to her modifications. Note for future tests, now coil won't run without the new part in place. Okay, so there's this, and then there's this new part, which is missing. I don't think I'm going to do the capacitors right now because I don't really like that puzzle. What I'm going to do right now is I am going to change to day and talk to Ryan and Mason because I haven't talked to them in a really long time. Oh.
Who's there? Hello?
Whoa.
Who was that?
Scary. Okay. Whoa!
What's happening? Are you okay?
I'll never be okay again!
What is that thing?
An abomination of technology. It's some creepy robotic cat that someone, I suspect Mason, is tormenting me by leaving all of its awful parts everywhere.
I've seen one of those before. If I find all of the pieces, I bet I could put it together.
As long as you promise to throw it into a fiery volcano once it's completed. That thing is the undisputed mayor of Nightmare Town.
Victor mentioned you were arrested the night Nico died.
Yes, I was.
What happened?
It's not a night I like remembering.
I'm sorry it's unpleasant, but can you tell me what happened?
They dropped me in a room and asked me 100 times if I killed Nico.
That must have been hard.
The questions kept coming faster and faster until I had a hard time remembering what was even true anymore. Then it was over. The older one drove me home, told me they'd be back the second they could prove it was me. Made it hard to sleep at night.
What evidence did they have?
They wouldn't say. It was like they were waiting for me to tell them why they thought I was guilty.
I'm kind of wondering the same thing myself. I don't think you're telling me the full story.
What do you want?
Something. Do you have anything that can prove that you didn't kill him on purpose?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, So we can now look for the cat.
That was quick.
Oh, we need to ask about this.
Do you know how I can play a media card?
Yeah, Nico's personal player. I meant to fix it earlier. Get me some Cocomellos from Nico's office, and I'll have it working for you.
From the candy machine? How exactly does that thing work?
Here, this should do the trick.
Thanks. What happened on the night of the murder?
Can you not say it like that, please?
I'm sorry, I don't know if there is a better way to ask about something like this, but I do really need to know.
I know, you're right. He talked to me. More than once.
I'm not sure I understand.
He didn't talk to most people. I think he liked me. Or at least trusted me.
You still haven't told me about what happened that night.
We lost one of science's brightest minds for a stupid reason I don't understand. That's all I can say.
Can you tell me about what happened with the equipment you built for Nico?
It worked exactly as it was supposed to.
Tesla coils are not supposed to be wired like the one you built for Nico. It's extremely dangerous.
You don't have to tell me that. I know. I knew. He told me that's what he wanted.
I don't understand why he would want you to build something so deadly.
I didn't either. He said he was going to do it with or without me. I just figured that if I did what he wanted perfectly, it'd be better than if he got help from somebody else.
In the end, your machine is what killed him.
No. Yes, but...
But what?
I would never hurt anyone. Especially not Nico.
Why? What made him special?
Because he was brilliant. He could look at a blueprint and know the finished product's personality. And he had no one in the world looking after him.
I need to rebuild the missing part from the large Tesla coil. Can you help me out?
I think I've got the plans here. Yep. Here you go.
Great, so now we can rebuild this using Mason's computer and then print it on the 3D printer.
Thanks.
Thank you. Working here, I forgot that phrase existed.
You snuck in without logging in the day before the murder. Why?
I lost my key. It happens.
Isn't this place extremely well secured?
The labs are. Building... I have my tricks. And no, I'm not sharing.
Bye.
Later.
Okay, I really want to listen to this media card, so I think that's the next thing I'm going to do after I talk to Mason.
Hey.
Did you see? I beat your high score.
Yes. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu compels me to take you down. Prepare yourself, opponent.
If you messed with Mason's stuff on his desk, you can ask him this.
You look a little upset.
Someone moved my things. Someone will pay.
Have you been tormenting Ryan with a robot cat?
I'd never do something that hilarious and definitely deserved. Never. Not ever.
Don't you think you should maybe stop? She seems to hate it.
No, I will not stop. I asked her nicely to build it for me. I even offered to pay her for her time. She's the one who hid it, so I don't even feel a little bad.
Who was here the night of the murder?
Not me, so, no follow-ups.
Where were you?
Out on a date?
Did the police follow up with her?
Yes, proving that she does, in fact, pick up her phone on occasion.
So, I take it the date didn't go well?
I have so little patience for the dating scene. I prefer to get right to the important compatibility questions. Kids, when, how many, gender preference, favorite foods and vacation spots. Some women find this to be a bit much.
Some?
So far all. But I only need one perfect or near-perfect match to validate the entire system.
Ryan said that Nico would talk to her. Does that seem true to you?
No. The two of them hanging out? Can't picture it.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mason. Okay, time to get Coco Mallows for Ryan. This is a memory puzzle. So first you press the yellow button.
It looks like a memory lock.
Great. Okay, Coco Mallows.
Great. Just what Ryan wanted.
And you can only get one piece of candy per memory lock play. Okay.
What's up?
Mason says he was tormenting you with a cat because you hid it. Is that true?
It was self-defense. Fuzzy little freakball had it coming.
Here's the candy bar you wanted.
Great. I'll start fixing it right now.
And she leaves. So we take the cat head. And that's the only thing we can do. Oh, wait. Over here. Okay, well, we'll need this light later, but we can't take it yet. Okay. This is where we will assemble the cat once we have all the pieces. I don't think there's anything else we can see in here while she's gone. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna talk to everyone. Haven't done that in a while.
I just saw a really cool Tesla coil demo.
You just said the one thing that could make me wish I wasn't on a submarine. I agree. I've always wanted to see one up close.
It was really impressive. They're definitely on the dangerous side.
Not really. Well, they can be if they're wired up wrong, but overall they're pretty safe.
Do you know much about Tesla coils?
Are you kidding? I'm the biggest Nikola Tesla fan in the world. I think. It might be a tie. I'll allow that.
I met Mason.
What's Mason like?
A little into his work, but not bad.
Could be busy, or he could be dodging your questions.
I met Ryan.
So, what's his story?
Her.
Okay, hang on. Adjusting mental image, removing mustache, change haircut and shoes, done. Wait, adding hat. Okay, done for real. So what's her story?
She's the one who made the part that malfunctioned and killed Nico.
That's serious. But if she wasn't arrested, there must be some doubt.
Some, but Victor really thinks she might be the one.
Does she seem like a cold-blooded killer?
No.
Then keep a close eye on her. Don't forget, your safety is more important than solving the case.
I met Ellie.
The verdict?
She's nice, a little quiet.
Isn't that what the neighbors always say on the news after someone goes berserk? She seemed so quiet. Says the loudest person I've ever met. Sometimes people are just quiet.
Deirdre's decided to help me out.
What's in it for her?
A passing grade.
Oh, lucky. I wonder who her teacher is. I foiled 3 art heists, and did that help my art history grade? No. No, it did not. Rescue a stolen Vermeer, yet you still get a C.
I met the whole crew.
Now the work begins. There are some intelligence guys here who owe us a favor. We'll see if anyone's got a pass they're hiding.
Mason and Ellie seem to hate each other.
On a scale of 1 to standoff?
They're on opposite shifts to avoid one another.
Interesting. That might come in handy.
Have you ever used a rapid prototyper?
You mean a 3D printer? That's an awful name. It doesn't even make sense, but yes, they're pretty cool.
Any advice on how to use one?
Sure. It's all about following the steps. You've got to make the design, send it to the machine, find the prototyper, and start the fabrication process. Then, you wait. Impatiently. That's just you.
Okay, I forgot that you have to wait for that, so I think I'm actually going to do that in the next, that'll probably be the first thing I do in my next video is use the 3D printer.
I didn't know you two were Tesla fans.
Tesla was like a real-life wizard. Well, his contributions to the scientific community are the most boring things to talk about when it comes to Tesla, Frank. He carried around an earthquake machine and built death rays. That stuff is probably blown out of proportion. I will not have you in boring Tesla, Frank. He was one of the few scientists who truly valued crazy giant lightning storms. When he was bored, he and Mark Twain would take turns electrocuting themselves. I mean, come on! The flashy stuff is cool, Joe, but what really impresses me is how all of these seemingly crazy things he dreamed up are now being proven to be actually possible.
Like wireless energy.
Yeah, and harvesting energy from space and the Earth itself. Wait, is that what Nico was working on?
I don't know all of the details exactly, but it seems like it.
Amazing!
Bye.
Later.
Hey.
I need you to check on 911 calls the night of the murder.
Consider it done. I'll text you the results.
Okay, well, I shouldn't have asked her that right away.
Nancy, hi.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Okay, let's call her back.
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Ryan's been sneaking into the facility. I think she might be trying to avoid ending up in the security logs.
Just spitballing here. But do you think you could take her in a fair fight?
What kind of question is that?
The kind of question you ask someone who's kicking it with killers.
You seem pretty certain she's guilty.
The first thing you learn in criminology is that most cases are easy. The person who looks guilty usually is.
Ryan told me she was interviewed by the police and that she's still considered the prime suspect.
Okay.
Is that common in murder investigations?
It can be. The police have to be fairly certain before they can charge her. But usually it means that they're missing a piece or two of their case, and they're just waiting for the suspect to slip up.
But she just doesn't seem the type.
The truth is, there isn't a type. Most killers aren't like what you see on television. They're not like mustache twirly or anything. They're usually scared. They've convinced themselves there's no other way out of whatever mess they've gotten themselves into. My prof always says there's no place for feelings in a murder investigation. There's only alibi, evidence, and motive. And right now, Ryan's coming in as a heavy favorite.
Bye.
Hanging up.